But what do you make of what they're doing right now in the Republican Senate?
I mean, I think it's a joke. I mean, again, it needs to start with the principle that not one more dollar, not simply for Ukraine, but for any country on the globe to secure its border or for anything related to border security until we know the name, identity of every single person who comes over, and we've asked them to come. And there's a process, and no more, not a single more asylum seeker in this country. They've done an end run around the federal law by calling everyone an asylum seeker. And we've imported tens of millions of young men without jobs, in many cases without the English language, no means of support into our country, and they will never leave. And so what we now know is that this country will be completely different in 10 years. And 30 years from now, it'll be unrecognizable. This is all happening with the acquiescence of Republican leaders in Washington. They control the House of Representatives. And I think the shame that Mike Johnson should feel allowing any of this. He immediately, when he became speaker, and he's a very nice man, I'm not attacking him personally, but what he's done is shameful, and he should be ashamed of himself and what he's done to the country that I was born in. The first thing he said, we're going to send more money to foreign countries. That was his first priority. Send more money to foreign countries to secure their borders. I think, you know, saying, even thinking a thought like that disqualifies you from leadership in the United States immediately. And of course, Republicans are just such good little soldiers. They're like, oh, well, maybe he's okay. It's not okay. Please leave the job and put someone in there who cares about the United States. And then we can have a rational conversation about this, but not one more dollar. And the last thing, I mean, I could talk for hours, but just last sentence, that war has hurt this country in ways that most Americans have no full appreciation of. The international banking system changed forever. And what that war did is create a massive block against us internationally with the largest countries in the world with their own financial systems who are keen to get away from the US dollar. So we just screwed ourselves in ways that our grandchildren are going to have to deal with. And, you know, I don't know why Mike Johnson and all the other geniuses in the Republican Party don't get that. Maybe they can't read, but it's very obvious to anyone who pays attention. And so I'm really shocked by the response from Republicans.
What you hear over and over from Nikki Haley and others defending the funding of what's happening in Ukraine is, if we don't, then Putin's going to expand. He's going to hit the Baltics. He's going to hit Georgia. He's going to hit a NATO state that we then have to go in and defend.
The whole NATO is so okay. I would say just in one sentence, sum up the purpose of NATO post-Soviet Union, and of course nobody can. NATO is a standing army without a purpose. Okay, it was created at the end of the Second World War, 46 or 47, 46, I think, to keep the Soviets in place. Like, no, you can't roll across the border into West Germany and Poland. Well, they of course had Poland, but that threat ended in August of 1991, and so, okay, worst case scenario, Putin takes Belarus or exerts more influence in Georgia. Okay. I mean, why should I care exactly? Is there a good reason that I should care? I mean, large countries exert, I don't know. Am I supposed to be, I guess I hope he doesn't if the Georgians and the Belarusians don't want him to, but is that a good reason to send my kid to go die? It's not. And so, like, just tell me, why should that keep me up at night exactly? Because then what next? He's going to move into Poland. Or no, he's not going to move into Poland. They can't afford it. This whole conversation is so stupid, and nobody in DC can kind of like rise above it long enough to see its outlines and just how it's a joke. And historians will rate this as one of the dumbest conversations adults have ever had with one another in public. Putin.
Not this conversation that you and I are having.
The one that's ongoing in Washington. And Nikki Haley will sort of arch her eyebrow and be like, well, he could take Belarus. Okay. You know, good luck to the Belarusians. I hope he doesn't. I guess maybe they want him. They probably do, actually, but whatever. You know, I believe in sovereign countries. But why is that something that I'm an American citizen, okay? My country is falling apart. Why should I stay up late worrying about this? I don't understand. I'm staying up literally late worried about El Paso. That's a legit concern for me as an American. Nikki Haley doesn't care at all about El Paso. Why is that? I mean, that's a fair, and next time I see her, I plan to ask her that question. Which is more important to you, Latvia? Do you know what I mean? Or McAllen? McAllen's more important, just spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's so fascinating talking to you, Tucker. I love how you've thought these issues through, and this one in particular, I know, near and dear to you. Debt. You can go to bed thinking about it. You can wake up thinking about it. It can haunt you throughout the day. High interest credit cards and loans make it nearly impossible to pay off your debt. And insane inflation keeps you stuck paycheck to paycheck. The system traps you in debt. Donewithdebt.com can be a lifeline, the lifeline of a lifetime. I've talked about my own experience with debt in the past, so believe me, I know what it feels like. It's been a while, but I remember very well. Donewithdebt.com has a new strategy to help erase your debt faster and easier than you ever thought possible. And here's what they can do for you. Analyze all the debt options you qualify for, minimize interest rates, cut medical bills, and reduce debt without bankruptcy and without a loan. But you need to hurry. Some debt solutions are time sensitive. Go to donewithdebt.com, find out how easy they make it, and find out if it's right for you. Donewithdebt.com, donewithdebt.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.